This is an LG LWS3010ST oven, and the reason it's on the floor and not in the wall here because it doesn't work. And here's the symptom. Bake and start. Now it says preheating, but it won't heat. I hear relays clicking, but it doesn't generate any heat. So we'll have to troubleshoot and find out what the problem is. So stand by for that. This is where the power comes in. This is hardwired, so there's no plug. I had to pull the breaker to disconnect the power. And as a preliminary, I removed all the sheet metal. There's a back panel and a top panel. And quite a few screws you have to take out, sheet metal screws. Helps to use a power tool to take the screws out. There's quite a few of them. If you look in here, here's the main power that comes in, 240 volts here. Got a step down transformer here for 120 volts, looks like. For the control board, this is the main control board here. Here's a power supply. It's looks like a little switch mode power supply. This is a relay board. These are the different relays that kick in to connect the different heating elements, etc. Looking on the back here, you've got a blower up here, and in the back you've got a fan in the back. And here's access to your heating elements. You've got a baking element that's underneath the inside. Here's the two connections to that. Got another elements here and elements up here. Luckily the manufacturer put a schematic of this device inside the unit, and it was up in the top in a envelope over there. So we do have a wiring diagram. So my next step, what I'm going to do using a ohm meter, and I'm going to check for continuity. I'm going to check the different heating elements. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Okay, this one does show good. It shows 35 ohms. So that is good. These ovens also have temperature limit thermostats here. There's two of them. Here's one located on the top, and this should be a closed circuit, and it is, so that's good. And there's another temperature limits switch here, another normally closed switch. Okay, that's open circuit. So this is defective. And looking at this, I can see there's some heat damage here on the top. So this thing got really hot. We don't use the automatic cleaner, but maybe the prior owner here used the automatic cleaner. which generates quite a bit of heat. I don't know. So I'll have to find another one of these. Okay, looking on the diagram, okay, we've got a thermostat here, and this has black wires connecting it, and here's one over here. This has red. So the one on top has the red, this one has the black leads. So according to the diagram here, it's rated at 180 degrees C at 25 amps. So that's what I'll need to order. To verify that that's the problem, what I've temporarily done is I jumpered the leads, the black leads, to that temperature limit thermostat, and I've applied power to the unit, so this is all live now. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to bake and we should see this start to rise if that was the problem. And this may take a few minutes. I'll pause the video and then start it back in a couple of minutes if the temperature rises. Well, that appears to have been the problem, and it is preheating now. It's rising. It takes a little bit to do it here, but you can see the orange digits are going up, so it is preheating. So I'm going to order another one of those temperature limit thermostat switches and put in there, and then we'll run a couple cycles, make sure everything's working, then I'll put it back together and we'll stick it back inside of its housing here in the cupboards. So hopefully that will work. So I'm going to shut this down, and then when I get the switch and get it into position, we'll try it again. Well, a couple days have passed and I got the new part. This is the part number, and here's the new part. And now I will install the part here. Pretty simple. There's a little notch on here, and the left side hooks on that. I need my lovely assistant here, but she's busy, so I'll have to do it myself. If I can, with the help of modern magnetics. Okay, I've got it hooked on the clip on the side. Now I just need to start this little Phillips screw, like so. And then again, this is the high limit switch. And that's all there is to it. All the sheet metal's back on, quite a few screws to put in. So now it's time to give it the smoke test. Okay, let's give it the smoke test. Bake and start. We want to see this starting to rise. It's preheating, so that's good. Looks like the new part's working good. I'm going to let it run up and then let it cool down, and then I'll have to place the oven back in the opening over here. And now Patty can make a cake. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting. Hopefully. The oven is back installed and working. One thing I need to point out is this. There's two thermostatic switches here. This one here that has the black leads on it, and this one here that has the red leads on it. The one that was bad on our unit was the high temperature limit. This has the black leads on it. They're two different current ratings. This one is 15 amps and this one says 25 amps. So that's something to keep in mind if you do that. So now that the oven is repaired, the next phase is cake. So I'll have to get my assistant busy, hopefully, and make a cake. Anyway, I hope this helped. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.